Hey, Mr. Weindstein, what's going on, sir?
I got my St. Vitus shirt on. I don't think the beard is covering it, but it's all good.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah, into the Agua Long. Oh,
Goggle
yeah.
along, yeah. So everybody right now watching Rock Titan Live. I'm Scotty J, and we are here with Kirk Windstein, the man you know from Crowbar, but we are going to be talking about something else entirely right now because, my man,
Correct.
yes, you've got your first solo album, Dream in Motion, coming out in 2020, early 2020, January 24th, yeah?
Yep, that January 24th.
Wow. Now,
Looking really forward, to it. It's something shit I've been wanting to do for a long time, and
yeah.
it took a little over 2 years to actually complete the whole thing. Um, which was great because I was able to just take my time. There was no deadline, no pressure, no anything. We presented the idea. Actually, Robin presented the idea
Oh, wow.
to the record label, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do it. Go for it."
Right. So
And
E1, that's been handling Crowbar for, years now. They're also doing your solo album.
yes, they are. Yeah,
Right on.
and they really are. I'm not struggling their balls because they're the record label, but those guys are great. They believe in Crowbar. They believe in me. They believe in what and Robin does all the business for the band for the most part, along with Jamie Josta. So they love Jamie. They love her. They love me. They love the bands. The band and the solo thing. So those guys have been great.
Yeah, well, as they should. But I'm curious, Kirk, because last time we were hanging out, I guess maybe it was a little bit over a year ago. We were on your tour bus with your lovely wife and the rest of your band as you guys were on tour with Kill Switch Engage. And it's been a while since Crowbar had their last album, The Serpent Only Lies. Meanwhile, all this time you're working on Dream in Motion. What about the new material for Crowbar? Is that something that you were working on in tandem with finishing up Dream in Motion?
Yeah, believe it or not, we had the ideas of about two or three songs uh, before Dream of Motion was even completed.
Okay.
And Tommy Buckley, our amazing drummer in our band,
Yes.
he just laid down 3 tracks this weekend on drums. So we're officially into the Crowbar album. Like, we're off today.
Okay.
I think we're going to start getting guitar tones and stuff tomorrow, and we'll probably begin tracking Wednesday or Thursday, or whatever it is. But we're officially, I'm doing solo album interviews, obviously, but we're officially in Crowbar recording mode for our 12th record.
Right on, man. Right on. Now, all that being said, because obviously your solo work is going to be, somewhat distinctively different from what you do with Crowbar. Now, have you done any vocals yet for the new Crowbar album, or that's what you're saying? Like, you haven't even done anything as far as like recording a voice? Okay.
We've got all the riffs written, guitar, wise, guitar harmony wise, bass. Shane's going to be playing the bass on the record.
Oh, right on.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
And really adds a lot. But yeah, like lyrically, no. I'll always do that last.
Well, I know that's your style, and the reason I was asking is because I think it's interesting. Now that you have your first solo album, everybody, Dream in Motion, January 24th. Make sure you go check it out because we're going to be talking about a few tracks that I think are really, really cool. But so the way you wrote Dream in Motion, the kind of emotion that was invoked inside of you, the whole writing process, just the way you sang in general. Do you think it may be possible, or do you even have the intent, I should say, of having any of that trickle over into your new Crowbar album? Can we all expect a new Kirk Windstein sound that we've never heard before?
Nah, Crowbar's Crowbar.
Okay,
And solo is solo. Yeah, a little, a touch here and there.
All
But the thing is to be honest with you, my natural singing voice is more along the lines of what I do on the solo record as opposed to doing Crowbar.
Interesting.
Like when I would sing, not on the records, but sing backup vocals live with Down and stuff like that. That was kind of like the voice that I have on the solo record. I just push a lot harder with Crowbar. It's so aggressive. It's so fucking heavy. I can't help myself.
Right. Well,
Um,
yeah. No, and obviously you have a huge fan base, and you've influenced a lot of guys out there. And I guess that's a kind of interesting segue. I wasn't going to ask you this earlier, but I might as well ask you now because you brought up Down,
Go
and
for it.
and you've done some stuff with, a man we all love and respect, and Phil Anselmo, and he's got his cool band, the Illegals that are out there, and that he's been touring with, and I know he caught on the last leg of Slayer, which was really awesome. You've got a history with Phil. Has he heard your solo album yet? Did he get a copy of this to already check out and analyze?
Okay. I'm going to be honest here. Phil doesn't have a cell phone.
Okay.
He doesn't. But thankfully, his lovely wife does. I was going to go ahead and send her the whole record. I believe he's seen the video. Like he mentioned it the other day. I talked to him on the phone, which is like talking to a caveman on a phone. It's very rare. I talked to him on the phone for 45 minutes,
Wow.
an hour or whatever, him and Kate together, which was wonderful. It's great.
Yeah.
Great to catch up. We haven't talked in years.
Okay.
So he's like, he goes, so how about that solo record you got going on there? And I said, dude, how much you hate it? And he busted up. I don't hate it at all. He goes,
well, I was curious to get his
I hear a
take.
little-
I was curious to get his take on what he thinks of, your sound on Dream in Motion versus, knowing you all these years with Down and Crowbar and,
well, don't hold me to it like verbatim, note for note, word for word. But he was kind of like, I don't hate it. He goes, I get it, and I hear a little bit of Crowbar in it, just a lot like, but it's like, all right, cool. Now, from him, that's like the biggest compliment. And then I love you, Big Daddy. You know that, but I'm being honest.
Right on, man.
So for him to not go to sucks. It's great.
That's funny. Now, so your official music video, I guess the very first track you put out, the title track, I thought it was really cool as we're, going through things. And of course, we're talking about Dream in Motion here, everybody. Dream in Motion. Go check out the official music video. We could see Kirk's, the evolution of his facial hair, the coming and the going. And
the going of this hair.
Me too. I know. But you actually had like this chronology of it in various parts, which I thought was really cool. It's like, oh my God, there's Kirk with like no beard at all and long hair. And then you got the handlebar mustache at one point. And now you have this, and you've had this beautiful Santa Claus mane going on for a while now, man. So
Yeah.
what was that like for you getting to go back and, see all those pictures and photos that made up that video? Did you get nostalgic at all?
I did, big time.
Yeah.
It was actually Robin's idea to contact our friend Al Hodge the Third. Big kudos to him and big shout out for helping us with this. He's the guy that he always had his camera and his video camera with him. Back in the old days, way before the cell phone, late 80s. Al has everything. Or be chronicled or whatever. He's got the history of the whole NOLA scene from, with Crowbar, he got Down, Exhorter, you name it. He's got it all, either still photos or on video.
Right on.
He was that guy, which thankfully he was, that back then wouldn't leave the house without the camera. So that whole middle section of the video, which I love, it goes back earlier. When I was a kid, basically. Going on 5-year AARP card. On 55 years old. Jesus Christ, I'm old.
No, you're not. Are you really?
I don't feel old.
No, man. Heck.
But honestly, for Al to have all that stuff was great, and it really helped. But the video to me is just amazing. It's basically the journey of my life, my
Yeah.
dream,
Yeah.
which is still in motion,
Right.
and it will never end. That's it. I don't want to hit. I don't want to climb to the top of the mountain. I want the mountain to be infinity, and I want to continue doing what I'm doing. So this is a dream. Oh,
I love it. I love it. And I love
it
how
might
you
be
incorporate.
cheesy to some people, but to me, it's very heartfelt. It really is.
Right on. And I love how you incorporated your lovely wife into the video as well. I thought that was a very nice touch, the way everything kind of
Was my idea. Um, Believe me, she's the most uncontrolling wife in the world. She's the best.
I love it.
Um,
I can't imagine what that's like. That's awesome.
No, it is though. And what it is the end of the video. That's just where I am today. The day that we shot the video. That's my life now. She's a extremely big part. I mean, I don't leave without her. Kind of like that.
Behind every good man is a good woman, man. And clearly that is the scenario you've got going on.
She is.
That's awesome, man.
Honestly, she's very, very involved with all the business and everything with Crowbar, my solo stuff. I mean, she gets 10 times more emails than I do. Business wise from the label and all that kind of shit. They don't care about me. They want to talk to her.
Right on, man. Right on, man. Well, clearly she is well in charge. Well in charge. As she should be. Someone's got to, keep you under wraps, man. Someone's got to keep you under control because I have no doubt you're wild. No, I'm just teasing. But, I know you got to get going, and I really, really appreciate your time, Kirk. Again, everybody, we are here with the incredible Kirk Windstein of Crowbar. We're talking about his first solo album coming out January 24th, Dream in Motion. And the very last track on this album, 10 tracks in total on this album. The last one is a legend that you covered. You did a cover legend of Aqualung, man. Jethro Tull. I love Jethro Tull. I can't even imagine what it's. I haven't heard your version yet. I can't wait. I'm dying. Are you in fact a Jethro Tull fan yourself?
I'm a huge Jethro Tull fan.
Yeah.
It's great music. I mean, Ian Anderson wrote everything. Actually, his wife got co-writing credits on the song Aqualung, which is
wow.
But that's the only one. I think she helped him out. It's about a homeless man, a sick homeless guy. But God bless him. I wish him all the best. Those people I unfortunately like that. But my choice to do the song had nothing to do with the subject matter. It had to do with the song. The guitar work, the song, it's just amazing. And I hope fans dig it. And I can't wait for you to hear it.
Right on, man. Right on. All right. So you got a release party coming out for Dream in Motion. What, next week down there in Louisiana?
I think 2 weeks from. Yes, today's Monday.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, a week from Saturday.
All right. So now the Dream in Motion is all done, and you've gone through, all the effort of what's involved, with doing something on your own, where you were playing the guitar and you were playing the bass, and you pretty much did everything except play the drums. Can your fan base expect to see more solo efforts from you in the future? Is this something that you think you'd like to do again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The feedback and the reaction to it so far have been amazing. And believe me, I hate to. I don't. I did it for me. I didn't
Right on.
for the fans. It's something I needed to do. I hope that a lot of football fans get. They don't take. I do it. It's like if I wanted to do a solo record with some three guys and make it, it's basically a Crowbar record. I mean, what's the point? That Crowbar is its own.
Right on.
And this is something I wanted to do.
Well, it would seem to me that 2020 is going to be an amazing year for the Weindstein family, yeah?
I'm sure hoping.
All right. Well, everybody, again, we're here with Kirk, and Can't wait to see what Crowbar has going on in 2020. Can't wait to see how Dream in Motion, gets all the accolades and reception that it certainly deserves. And thank you so much for your time again, man. I really appreciate it. It's always awesome talking to you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Right on. All right. I'm Scotty J. Rock Titan Live. We're out.
Woo!